Welcome. In this session, we'll be focusing on six important climate regions that have been from GC Leong. Now, the GC Leong 25 chapters we have already covered as a separate playlist in YouTube, but today's session is specifically dedicated to the most important six climatic regions highly probable for your upcoming examination. And note, this is one of the very fundamental books that you must cover for your prelims examination and for your NET examination. Now, the first region that we would be covering, which is really important from your exam point of view, is Mediterranean region. Mediterranean region, chapter 19 of the GC Leong, is one of the most important climatic regions often on asked. One of the major characteristic is rainfall in the winter season and summers being dry. Now, this is one of the major characteristics. Now, there are numerous seasonal winds that flow into the region. Some of the common include Sirocco. Mistral is again a common wind that flows into the local wind that flows into the region. Now, Mediterranean region is known for its specific cultivation. The first important is olive, figs, citrus fruits, grapes, and therefore it is called as the orchid land of the world. So Mediterranean type of climate becomes extremely important. The regions besides the Mediterranean Sea across the world which have the Mediterranean type of climate again becomes important. The cultivation of citrus fruits, specifically oranges, is one of the very crucial things. The next one, the very important region, is the equatorial rainforest under the chapter 15 of GC Leong. Now, the layers of equatorial rainforest are important. So those are emergent on the top, the forest layer at the bottom, the bottom growth as the understory, and then there is the canopy layer. What is really important to understand is the diurnal range of temperature in the equatorial rainforest as well as the annual range of temperature. So diurnal and the annual range of temperature becomes important. Under the vegetation epiphytes, lianas are very important. Also, the rainforest of Amazon are called as selvas. Amazon rainforest in the region of Brazil becomes important. Some of the tribal areas and the local population is important. Now, rainforests are not, the equatorial regions are not at all known for its lumbering activities because commercially it is not a viable activity. However, they are known for their endemic species, specifically the various plants and animal species which are present. The tribes here are important. So pygmies in the regions of Congo, Semangs in the regions of Malaysia are some of the very important tribes. The next is the most common for all of you, and that is the tropical monsoon region. Now, tropical monsoon and marine climate, which is under chapter 16 of GC Leong, is one of the very important topics directly linked to India. Now, the seasonal reversal of winds, the monsoon phenomena. Now, besides this, the phenomena of El Nino and La Nina becomes very important. The region of monsoon not only affecting the Indian subcontinent but also the nearby areas like West Indies, Philippines are some of the areas where the tropical marine climate is found. So tropical monsoon and tropical marine, both of them are really important. And then the region known for its intensive subsistence kind of agricultural activity. Some of the common vegetations would include teak, sal as the common vegetation. The next important topic that we'll discuss today is savanna grasslands, also known as the Sudan type of climate. So Sudan or savannas are unique type of climate where there is extensive grassland followed by scattered trees here and there. Now the species of the tree are commonly acacia, baboa. Now again, this climate is important because it exists as a transition between the desert type of climate versus the equatorial type of climate. So a transition between desert versus equatorial is the region where we see savanna or the Sudan type of climate. One of the very important tribes of this region is the Maasai tribe, who are called as cattle herders. Also, Hausa is important tribe who are settled cultivators. Now, each of these tribes we would discuss into detail into human geography section, why these tribes are important and the specific characteristics of each of these tribes. Now this is chapter 17 of GC Leong, again very important topic. The next one that we would understand is the grasslands, temperate grasslands. Now these grasslands are known by different areas in different parts of the world. So for example, in North America it is prairies, in South America it is pampas. So these grasslands are really called as the granaries of the world, and there is a distinction between the types of the grasslands. So pampas, prairies, velds, pustas, downs in Australia. So those are all different types of grasslands. Most important vegetation that you can see here is wheat cultivation. Again, the kind of wheat that grows into these grasslands is different based on the climatic conditions in the local areas. And then these areas are also known for their extensive ranching for cattle. So those are again some of the important points that you must remember. So chapter 18 of GC Leong focuses on temperate grasslands. Very important topic, commonly asked. Now again, the next important topic is the kind of we could say the agricultural activities that would exist, right? So here what is called it is as the British type of climate. Now British type of climate is actually the cool temperate western margin. So if you understand it on a graph like this, you would have the western margin, central and the eastern margin, and the names for the same very important. However, of all these, British type is very important. Some other important types include Laurentian type, Siberian type. So under the British type, it is basically under the influence of the North Atlantic drift and the westerly circulation. So you have the rainfall throughout the year. It is known for its deciduous type of vegetation, which is mainly oak, elm, beech, and these trees shed their leaves in the winter season. And the main argument for that is they are actually getting ready to protect themselves against the extreme cold that would be witnessed. So those were some of the 6 different major climatic conditions that we have discussed. Very important topic for your UPSC prelims, also for your CUT PG and NET examination. So definitely we'll be covering more on geography in the coming sessions. Stay tuned for the complete practice material. The postal course details are given below. Thanks for joining.